Okay, I think that'll work. Hello, Gemily. How are you all? Coffee. So, you guys, I tried to live stream on my drive, and that was a hot mess. Like T-Mobile, like right now in here in the shop, I have zero connectivity, like zero. Um, so yeah, that's fun. But anywho, guys, I'm on a new schedule. So if you guys are wondering what am I doing at the shop on a Thursday, it's because I now work Thursday through Sunday, and then we're gonna get to that, Megs. But hello, how are you today? So I am now on a new schedule. That new toothpaste made my teeth feel really funny. Oh, see, I shouldn't have lit that. I lit a non-champa incense stick. Now my nose is going to itch. But anywho, I tried to live stream this morning, and the T-Mobile service was so shoddy. It's worse now than it's ever been. Like usually I'd maybe lose signal or it would glitch out like maybe 5 times or so between the house and the gas station. But today I think it glitched out probably roughly around 30 or more. Like it just wouldn't stay connected. So yeah, that's fun. But anywho, so aside from that, I'm now running a new schedule. So previously I worked Sunday through Wednesday, and my pops ran the shop Thursday through Saturday, leaving me alone to do all the inventory and stuff on Sunday because he has to have Sunday to him. Like he has to take Sunday off away from the shop because that's when all the orders are going in. That's when he's got to get all 4 shops taken care of. So he couldn't be here on Sunday. But it meant that I had to run the shop and count inventory and put in the weekly order on, like, he gave me until Monday to get my order in, like Monday afternoon, because Sunday I had to run the shop and count the inventory. So then Monday I would do the order. But we want to get the orders in on Sunday because that way they can go down the line on Monday. And if there's anything on the order forms from Sunday, they can say, call the 4 shops on Monday morning. But he was letting me wait till Monday to do mine. And that kind of put everybody's schedule kind of wonky. But now that we've hired Tatum, who I absolutely adore her. And she is amazing. And her mom is amazing. I love her mom. If you guys want to know what Tatum's mom looks like, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the Jergies. The Jurgens, I think is what their last name is. But anyway, it's Jenkins is her last name. Hello, Jeff. But it's, what do you call her name? She's Tiffany Jenkins. Tiffany Jenkins. She's on Instagram and on YouTube. What the funny part was is I think the very first time I ever saw her in a video, it was when she did a video with, I think, if I'm correct, with Daily Bumps, I think. But I think it was just like they had gotten together or whatnot, her husband and stuff. But anyway, I didn't realize like that was like who that was until later on when I got to know Sara and stuff. I saw something come across the screen and it was Tiffany Jenkins. And I was like, at first I thought it was Sara. I was like, wait, she didn't do YouTube. Like that's not her character, right? That's not kind of like the kind of person she is. So I clicked on it to watch it and I was like, I swear this. And so I finally messaged Sara and I'm like, do you have a sister? Like, tell me you have a sister or a twin or something. Because they're right around the same, like they're really roughly around the same age. I think Shar's a bit older. You good FedEx guy? He just took both curbs. That was funny. Went the wrong direction there, buddy. Um, but anyway, so I call her and she's like, no, I only have brothers. And so I sent her a photograph, a screenshot of Tiffany Jenkins. And I thought Sara was going to float. She's like, I've never seen anybody who looks like me. Like if you look at Tiffany Jenkins, she's very distinct looking human and like beautiful, but distinct. Like there's this very distinctness. She almost looks Amazonian. And I don't mean, not Amazonian. What's the word? Oh gosh, what do they call them? Oh my gosh. What do they call those people that do like that you see like in How to Train Your Dragon or whatever? What are those guys? The big people like they look strong and fierce. I forgot what they're called. Y'all might know what I'm talking about. But anyway, that's what she reminds me of. Like she could be one of those women that like you don't want to mess with her. Like she'll take you out. She's beautiful, but she'll knock your teeth out kind of appearance, right? So I sent her that picture and she was like, I've never seen anybody that looks. I was like, I swore it was you at first. And then after looking at her for a little bit longer and watching some of her videos, I was like, she's got to be related. There's got to be some relation. And there's not. And it's so funny because of how identical they are. Like they're seriously, they could be like either identical twins or sisters. They are so like, it is so hard to pick apart the differences between the two of them. But yeah, I just thought it was really funny. But her daughter, we hired her daughter to work this shop and I love her to death. She's the same age as Sara. She's 20 and she's got the cutest little, he is so freaking darling. And her and Sara hit it off. She said she could not. She's like, she's never been around anybody who had such a contagious laugh as Sara does. Like her and Sara hit it off great. Like Sara came and hung out with us on this past Sunday and her and Tatum exchanged numbers and now they go back and forth. It's hilarious. Banter back and forth by phone while Tatum's here at the shop. But yeah, so this way I took over the weekend position that my pops was working so that Tatum and I will work together on Sunday, which means I can get the full order done before taking my days off. But the good part is it gives Tatum the weekend. She's 20 years old. She's got a little baby. It gives her the weekend to go do weekend activities with her 2-year-old. Because I think that's important. Like I was a mom, I am a mom, but my babies, when they were babies, all the things that they did for kids and stuff, especially for the younger kids under like 10 and 12, they did them all on the weekends, right? So like trunk or treat or like just different things that they do, activities like with the city. They have several different things like something in the park. I forgot. There's 4 different things, something, whatever in the park. They do like 4 different types of events like that. But they're always on the weekends, like Friday, Saturday events. And I know what that meant for me as a mom when my kids were little, to be able to take them to these type of events and like these social events and these different things for them to try to win prizes or to just enjoy music or to intermingle with people and learn like boundaries and listening skills, stuff like that. It's really important. And I don't want her to miss out on being able to do all those things with her little guy because she would be here on the weekends. And I was like, no. Let me have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off and let her have the weekends off because that would allow for me and Sara, for me to help Sara out with all of her appointments that she needs now. Now that she's an adult and she's having a baby, I need to be off on those 3 days so that she can have appointments either Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Because otherwise we were trying to squeeze every appointment in on a Thursday. Because a lot of the places, especially a lot of doctors' offices, do not see patients on Friday. That's kind of like their day where they go through and do all their medical filing and crap. Or like weekend bookings and stuff, or like weekly bookings, like they'll go in and do like scheduling and all that. So I get it. And I was like, we were trying to squeeze everything in on a Thursday. By the way, because I had a procedure done on the 17th because of my heavy bleeding, but I'm good. But anywho, so we wanted to be able to have the days where Sarah could get into appointments much easier without us having to struggle. Like when they say, what days work for you? I can say Monday through Wednesday. And that works perfect because that gives them a 3-day window to pick out a date, like a time that works in their office for us. And so much better than trying to like squeeze 3 appointments in on a Thursday at 3 different locations and then trying to get from point A to point B to point C, whatever the case might be. Because I have appointments for myself. Hi, hi Heidi, and hello Bella. So yeah, I wanted to be able to do that change, and so between Tatum and I, we worked out how we would do the full switch because I'd been still working the first part of the week. So what we ended up doing this time around, she goes, why would you work a whole week straight? She goes, it makes no sense for you to work a whole week straight. I'm new and I'm still getting used to like the register and everything. Let me stay. Because she'd already worked Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then we both worked Sunday. And she goes, let me stay Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That way I get a real grip of the register count and all that. And then you come in and we'll be bam on the new schedule. And I was like, that works better for me. It made more sense. And it helped her because she was able to call me on several occasions over Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to help her learn a bit more about the register. So we were able to talk it through. I'm good. And yes, I bet she's a beautiful pup. So that all got taken care of. But also, so update on Sarah. So yes, new schedule. I'm now available away from work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday now. So I work the weekends now, which I love the thought of that. Because that's how I started here. I started off working here the weekends, and I liked that much better. Because one, there's quite a few people that I miss seeing that started trying to come in earlier in the week, but they were just like, it doesn't work out for me to come in earlier in the week. So I miss you being here throughout the rest. She'll be 3 in October. Aww. On October 4th. Oh, babies. Tonker's just turned 10, you guys. He's officially 10 years old. Old man. He turned 10 on September 22nd. And Godric turned 6. Can you believe that, you guys? If you've been with us since we first got Godric just turned 6 on the 14th of September. Like, how incredibly insane is that? And Winnie Bear will be 6 on December 8th. So, mind blown. It's crazy to think that they're all climbing up there. Been doing a lot of behind the scenes, like stuff we haven't shown you guys because we haven't daily vlogged in forever, but something we're working with on the dogs is manners again, because they've kind of gotten a bit carried away with not having manners. I remember when you got him. Yeah, he was literally the tiniest wee little thing that you could hold like in the palm of your hand. He's 6 and he weighs 20. We finally got him down. He was 26 pounds and we were like, whoa. He was so pudged out, like so round, like his belly was about to start dragging. We finally got him down to exactly 20 pounds. The vet wants him to lose about another 3 more. So she said between 16 and 17 pounds, like if we can keep him in like the 16-pound range, that would be great because his short legs are not meant for carrying all that weight. So we have trimmed him up a lot. And I've been getting Taylor to be more active with him. But we're working on manners because we have him in the evenings because Taylor doesn't get off until midnight. So teaching all 3 of the dogs to wait until their name is called, because for some reason, it doesn't matter whose name you call, all 3 come running. And I'm like, that's not what we want. We want, when I say, come on, Winnie Bear, I want Winnie Bear to come to me. When I say, come on, Godric, I want Godric. And when I say, come on, Tonks, I want Tonks. So we're working on that. And we've gotten it to the point now where we can get all of them to sit and wait until we give them permission by name to go out the door. Because before, poor Winnie Bear, she's literally like this big, you guys. She kept getting stomped on it. Be right back. I've got a customer. There we go. So yeah, we're working with a lot of like training on them waiting until their name is called. So I think that that's been like one of the biggest things. The second thing is teaching them to sit and wait until we put everybody's food down, because for some reason, I don't know why, we never had this problem before. Like forever, I think it's because of living in the RV that kind of switched their mindset. So when we lived in the RV, we had to separate them into into kennels to eat, because Godric has a bad habit of, if there's food out, he's going to keep bouncing from bowl to bowl. When we lived in the big house, we didn't have that problem because we would separate them across the kitchen from each other, and they knew to wait while we put everybody's bowls down, and they knew whose respective spot was whose. Well, now that we're in the big house again, like we have the big house, we've been doing the whole respective spots again. But for some reason, Godric just has this in his head that he has to go after any spot that has a bowl down. And so we have been working with them on that, which is now to wait. Do not move from where you are until we've put everybody's bowl down. And then when we say, go to your bowl, Tonks and Winnie Bear know exactly where their bowl is. Godric, we're still working on. He still seems to think that he can check out any bowl. But we're getting there. Like today, he did much better. He kind of went straight for Tonks's bowl at first this morning. And I said, that's not yours. He backed away and looked around. And I'm like, where's your bowl? And he stopped and looked again, and then walked over to his bowl, which he knows where his bowl is. Like let's be real. Like it's been the same spot since we got the house. We've been living in the house now downstairs. We moved in there just before Thanksgiving. So almost a year. Yeah. When we went all the way to where did we go anyway? We went into New Mexico to go pick him up, which is where my mother was living at that time. And they just couldn't have a dog in the RV where they were living. With both their schedules, he would not have had the care he needed. But yeah. And bringing him home, he slept pretty much the whole ride home, all the way through Flagstaff and stuff. He was just the sweetest little thing. He is a great dog. I mean, he still is. Like, he's gotten so much better. Like, his anxiety has really chilled out. There's a combination of things. One, we've been doing a thunder jacket with him for the evening. So when he goes to bed at night, he wears a thunder jacket. And then during the day, he's on CBD. A lot of people will argue about CBD, whatever. But the CBD has been the biggest changer for him. At first, it didn't seem to work when we first started him on it. But now that he's on the higher dose and he's been taking it steadily for a set amount of time now, I think it works out really good for him. So yeah, when people ask me, do you think this stuff works? Absolutely. Only because I've visually seen it work. Like, I have watched it work. So yeah. Otherwise, I mean, if I didn't see any kind of change or progress or whatever, then I would say so. But yeah, I definitely believe in the use of CBD, especially for anxiety in pets. I think it's a great, great thing for them. But anyway, so guys, update on Sara. I know a lot of people are wanting to see how things are going. So yesterday she had an ultrasound appointment, and it was the ultrasound was strictly just to check baby. Is baby's heart still beating? Is baby looking good? Yes, baby looks great. Fantastic heartbeat. And stuff like that. We have video of it. We even caught the baby like kicking its legs out, like moving in the video. So the baby is like, in the way that the ultrasound, like the baby was sitting this way. So like the head up here, the body, and its little legs were like curled up like this. And then the baby like kicked its legs out and like bounced and then pulled its legs back in. So that was awesome to catch that on video. And then, oh, excuse me. That's what I get for drinking just a tiny bit of ginger ale. You saw me take a sip. I took a sip. So baby looks great. I got to see the doctor turned on the colored thing so you could see the blood flowing through the heart, like when the heart was beating. Amazing, by the way. That is like I never got to see that with either of my kids. Like the doctors never let me see that part of things. So to see that on screen, and we were like, Sarah and I were like super quiet the whole thing because we wanted to record the baby's heartbeat. And so we did. And the doctor was amazing about letting us just record the heartbeat. So he got it on there and positioned it and then hit the button thing and we got the heartbeat. The heartbeat was at a 158. And we were both Sarah was just like, so it's okay. It looks okay. Everything looks okay. And he said, everything looks fantastic. And so she has another appointment Monday. But this appointment on Monday is strictly so that he can do all the measurements of the baby. So he wants to do everything that goes with measuring the baby, making sure everything looks good for the week that she is. Because he thinks that the baby at right now looks a little bit smaller in development than what her weeks are. So we know she's 10 weeks. Today she's 10 weeks, 2 days. He like her 8-week appointment that she did when he did her 8-week ultrasound, you can tell it's an 8-week fetus. It has little buds. And now the baby actually has legs. Like you could see the legs come out in the video, in the ultrasound. And so, but a baby could have legs that length also at 9 weeks. So he thinks that the baby's leaning towards 9 weeks than 10. But like he said, it was a very quick peak ultrasound. It wasn't anything in depth. So he's going to do that on Monday to get a real good reading. And by Monday, she'll be a day shy of being 11 weeks. And we should get a really good look at baby and kind of know, right, like guesstimation of like right where she's at. So as of right now, he said still, as of right now, from date of last menstrual, he's sticking with April 26th as her due date. We're going to keep that due date as of right now. So that's good. But she was so sick. You guys, I can't even explain to you. Like, I don't know if any of you have ever experienced extreme pregnancy symptoms. So like extreme morning sickness. I mean, beyond extreme fatigue. The only reason why she's so fatigued is because she's up all the time throwing up. And so when you can't get any sleep and your body is throwing up and you can't seem to get anything to stay in, no foods, no nothing, you start to just deplete what energy reserves you have. She's also lost quite a bit of weight being pregnant this time around. So on top of that, she's on the progesterone, and which amplifies morning sickness as it is. But we asked the doctor, when do you want her to stop? Or like, should she stop? She's got only 5 pills left after this. Does she stop taking it? He said, no. I want her to continue on that. Her levels on that are like, that's the only progesterone her body's making is what I'm giving her. Which we already knew that because we already know that from Sarah's previous medical history that her body just doesn't produce enough progesterone. Like it doesn't make it right. So she has to stay on the progesterone. More than likely, he said he'll keep her on it through the pregnancy because she's not making it. Like her body, when he tests her blood, the amount he's giving her is the amount the blood work comes back with, which you would expect it to have that plus whatever her body's making on top of it. So let's say, for example, she's taking 100 milligrams of progesterone. Her body should already be producing about 40 milligrams of progesterone at the, nearing the end of the first trimester. And she's only producing the 100, which is what she's on. Now, when you get into your third trimester, you should be close to like 70, 80 milligrams of progesterone. And then that'll taper off the last couple weeks. Like it'll drop in those last couple weeks to kind of push you into going into labor. This is how he explained it. So because she's taking it to keep her pregnant, she's got to stay on it. So he gave her 3 more refills, which will get her through the next 3 months. So that'll be enough progesterone to get her through till she goes into the third trimester. She's literally, you guys, 2 more weeks and she'll start her second trimester. So as of right now, where she's at now, is more pregnant than she's ever been, because like right at this point right now is right about where Penelope passed. So we're right at that window, like within that couple of days window of when Penelope passed away. So anything going forward from this coming week is all new territory. So she's doing much better. The doctor gave her new medicine yesterday, took her off of the Zolfran. It was doing absolutely nothing for her. She would take it, and within minutes after taking it, she'd start throwing up again. So it became useless because the medicine wasn't staying in long enough. And because we couldn't get her to stop throwing up long enough to hold the medicine down so that it could be effective, we had to go to a different alternative for the medication. So no more swallowing the pill. So now she's administering the medication differently. And so with her being able to do that, she's able to, like, after that first dose, she felt like within a half an hour, I think it was like 30 minutes, she was like, I don't feel sick. And I was like, you don't feel sick? She goes, I don't feel sick. And I was like, that's good. And she goes, I still feel dizzy and stuff. But it's because she was lacking anything at that point. So I got her some Gatorades. She sat back and drank some Gatorade. And then she took a shower. Then she came out and laid down and crashed out. That was it. She slept for 7 straight hours. She got up. She's supposed to take it every 6 hours, but she slept for 7. So I wasn't going to wake her up to give her the next dose. So when she got up, she took the next dose. And when she felt really good and like not shaky and whatnot, I made her food. So I made her a sandwich and then put some veggie fries, I guess is what they call them, into a bowl for her. And she ate the sandwich, and she said it was the best sandwich she'd ever had. And I don't think it was necessarily the best sandwich. I mean, it was a basic sandwich. But because she hadn't been able to eat or hold anything down for like the past few weeks, I think for her it was like glorious to be able to eat something and not feel like it was all going to come up. So she did that. And then about an hour or so later, she nibbled on, about 2 hours, closer to 2 hours later, she nibbled on the veggie fries. And then she fell asleep again, and she slept all night. She did not wake up last night throwing up at 2 a.m. Thank goodness, because I think I would have bawled my eyes out if I had to watch her go through that again, because I'm good. I'm actually really rested, because between both Sarah and I got 6 hours of sleep last night, and she slept like a little solid rock. She did not wake up to throw up. Finally, for the first time in, gosh, she's been throwing up. She started throwing up just before turning 4 weeks pregnant. Like before she even had like a strong, definitive, positive pregnancy test, she had already started getting sick at like 2 a.m. And since that time, since just before, I think she was literally a day or two before 4 weeks pregnant, she started vomiting every morning at 2 a.m. And it just got progressively worse throughout the last, 6 weeks. No, we don't know yet until, well, Sarah will know either tomorrow or Monday. When she decides to tell everybody will be up to her. I know she has plans to surprise me. We bought these like confetti thingies that you twist and pop the confetti out. So we got a blue and a pink, because those are the only colors they had. So blue and a pink one. So when she gets the notice and she knows what it is, she can pick which one is the right one. And her plan is to surprise me as I get home from work with whatever it is. So I won't know if when I walk in the door tomorrow night, if I'm going to get confettied as I come through the door. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow night. It's going to be Saturday night. I don't know if it's going to end up happening on Sunday. I don't know if it's going to happen on Monday. Like, she may know the gender or the sex of the baby on Friday, but hold out and not say nothing to me until later. That's so funny, because I've been telling everybody, tell us what you think in the comments, guys. We want to know. I don't know why, but I just have this feeling that it's a boy. And I look at it this way. Maybe I'm just because I'm mom. I don't know. But she's experiencing her pregnancy so similar to how I had mine with Taylor. Now, the doctor said hyperemesis gravidarium, which is what Sarah has been diagnosed with, which is severe pregnancy, nausea, and vomiting, that it can be, from what they've done research-wise so far, it can be genetic. Like, you can get it from your parent if they had pregnancies similar to that. But the funniest part is, like, I had a horrible pregnancy. with Taylor. Like my pregnancy was just absolutely miserable, but with Sarah it was super easy. So it's just crazy to think like, you know, like I look at poor Colleen Ballinger, both of her pregnancies have been extremely severely like horrible. Um, the funny part is Joseph, no, because she has not wanted to put any food in her mouth because of the vomiting. So no, as of right now, no. She just can't think of even like last night was the first time she ate something in weeks where she felt good enough to actually eat it and it stayed down. So yeah. Uh, you don't know why you're awake, baby. Hi, honey. How are you feeling this morning? Well, it's 10:30, so I mean, I guess that's good. But remember the plumber might come today. So if you're watching, the plumber might come today. But there you guys go. So there's Sarah. So oh, also Sarah, the package got delivered to Sneak Peek already. So the notification came up that it was delivered. Yeah, you probably need to put something in your tummy. All right, be right back. Hi there. Sorry, guys. I had a rush of. Yeah. Yeah. You're good, Sarah. You're good. If you're still there, I don't know if you're still on there, but I was telling about like the update on how you're doing. So don't forget to take your medicine, and you should feel much better after your medicine. That's so cool. That's so cool. Good job, Yosef. What's the easiest thing to throw up? Um, Anything with fruit. So fruits are easier to vomit up when they do decide to come up. But let's see, what's another? Eat one of those sandwiches in the freezer, the breakfast ones. Heat up one of those, or you can do your bagels. Um, but I think if you just take your medicine, like the doctor said, take your medicine, give yourself 20 minutes to let the medicine kick in, and then eat some food. You should feel much last night being able to eat strawberries. It is right. And you do have you can either do the whipped cream or the Cool Whip, either one with the strawberries. The Cool Whip, I think, tastes better with them. You got a job, Sammy. Congratulations. That's so funny. Good job, though, Yosef. That's awesome to get that kind of buildup. Like, that's really cool. All right, what's this thing? How many more do I need? Quite a bit. I am trying to do this thing. Oh, you know what I can go do? Go back to here. So, trying to get this thing finished. I finished the big part of the project, but now I'm like trying to finish the little part. What does that put me at? Let me look. Does that give me 60? It does. So I still need these. I have 3 of them. I need 3 more. And these, I have everything. So I need 3 more of those. Hold on, guys. I got to go to the packing house. Oh, I need more 2 meters. All right. Let's see here. What am I at on those? Yes. Okay. Oh, whichever. I thought I had enough for that. No? Oh, man. I guess I can put more in there. Okay. Uh-huh. That's hilarious. Mommy, come back. You can blame it on me. Yeah, I know, right? No. Sarah. This is literally, Sarah and I do this kind of stuff all day long. It's so funny. We have like oh my God. Sometimes Sarah and I talked about this the other day. One of these times we need to just like permanently set up like a GoPro or something in the car, because for some reason, and I don't know why, I know, baby girl, I don't know why, but every time Sarah and I get in the car, the conversations she and I get into are ridiculous. Like, they're ridiculous and they're hilarious. So I think Sarah got used to having me home for the past like 5 days, that she's just like, well, I mean, I had 3 days off, went to work on Sunday. She came with me. And then I had 3 more days off to kick up the new schedule. So she's like, she wants mommy back. She's very reliant on her mommy, especially right now with feeling like garbage. But I have to work, and we're supposed to have a plumber coming. If he doesn't show up tomorrow, I am going to lose my craps. I'm not even freaking kidding. all the funny stuff in the universe just got shoved in my head when I was, yeah, exactly. Right. Oh my God. The stuff she and I talk about it's beyond funny. We come up with some of the funniest stuff while we're driving around. It's, oh, if other people saw us, they would think we were completely crazy. Can you flick them with a rubber band? Flick who? Oh yeah, I mean the guy, yeah. Probably the baby mama song. That baby mama song is so funny, but like Sara said, absolutely not. When I asked her, I was like, "You gonna do the baby mama dance?" And she said, "Nope." She was like, "Absolutely not." Oh, the plumber, duh. Yeah, that's what I figured after I asked. I never claimed that I was brilliant in any fashion. So bear with me in my stupidity on some days. Oh man. I know, right? She's like, absolutely not. This baby already doesn't like me. I think the baby likes you just fine. I think it's just been a tough go because of everything else that's happened. So Sara's had a very rough go of things recently. So y'all got to bear with her as she's going through all this. Yeah, Sara's already seen the baby mama thing. It's one of those things like that came out very popular for a while. So she's very aware of it. Come on, thing. Let me do this. There we go. Ta-da. Yeah. It's just secret. Hi, Amy. Yay, made another live. Wasn't your last one, but connection. Yeah, the connection, because I was driving, so it was like, it was horrible. And it does that every single time I'm trying to like go places or whatever with the car. It's so bad. And it's annoying when it gets like that. So, not on anybody else's part. It's just for some reason, whatever you want to call it, T-Mobile is just horrible when it comes to having a connection. They never have like a good connection. It's always really crappy. So, ooh, come on, thing. There we go. Yeah, this is my natural color. I'm just letting it all grow back out now. I've got like a whole cowlick going on today. It did not want to cooperate this morning, so I was like, forget it. And making a 3-minute ad for a 30-second. Yeah, I don't understand that one either. I run an entire shop. Like I'm here. I run this entire place. Okay. I'll check it out. But I'm pretty sure it's the same one Sara and I have already seen before. Like we've seen that video of the baby mama dance. Like we know that one pretty well. That worked out nice. Ooh. That's why I have it positioned like I do, because I don't disclose where I work, or what kind of work. Like it's just I run a shop. So some people figure it out pretty quickly, like what it is, but for the most part, Taylor's doing good. Yeah, he's working his booty off. Oh, it's not the baby mama dance? Okay, I'll check it out and show her when I get home. But I know, but it's like this is a live stream and this will also be posted afterwards. And if there are people that do live out this way that I don't really, you just don't disclose that kind of stuff over the internet. It's to the people working there, but like, hurry up. I know, right? Sarah, be right back. I've got a customer. Be right back. There we go. It's a parody song from the movie Moana. Oh, okay. Yeah, Sarah's here. My baby. Mommy's little goof troop. Aha. Come on, thing. So yeah, we've had like the best couple of days. Like just getting her back to where she's able to like eat something has been like the biggest thing. But that also means Miss Sarah taking the medicine, even though you don't like taking the medicine so that she can eat. After like taking it yesterday, the 2 times she took it yesterday, she finally got to eat and she enjoyed what she referred to as the best sandwich ever. Like I said, it probably wasn't the best sandwich ever, but because of the fact that she hadn't eaten in days. So, yeah. Yeah, exactly. I'm a baby, so come on. Come home. It's illegal to leave a baby alone. Come feed me some strawberries. Strawberries. No, I can't just leave my job. You know that. And you're a big girl. You can do it. I believe in you. Sarah be one of the strongest peoples I know. And she knows it too. She just tries to get away with being all mommy, 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 which I don't mind. I love it. She loves me. I love her. So it's okay. No, Taylor doesn't live with me. He lives on the same property. But Taylor lives in the guest house. Like he has the entire guest house to himself. Do I look like I wear pull-ups? I'm a baby. The animals are great. Tonks is an old geezer, my old man. So we were talking about that earlier on this. If you want, go back and watch this. So animals are doing great. Tonks, like I said, he just turned 10. Godric is 6, and Winnie Bear will be 6 on December 8th. She'll turn 6. So all of our pups are getting old. Yeah, so you need to take your medicine, Sarah, so that you can eat comfortably without getting sick. And then you can eat whatever you want once your stomach's not heaving from just the thought of food going in it. Oh, I'm out of that. Okay. We have 4 cats right now. We have 2 cats that are ours and 2 fosters. Oh, by the way, too, I don't think I've ever updated you guys. As you guys know, I've already told you, Mocus is next door. She has chosen that next door is where she likes being. So they go in and out the cat door, right? They have the cat door to themselves. And the 2 of them have, like, Bella wandered off a while ago, and we were like, what the heck happened? Where'd she go? Sarah and I came home the other day to mice being laid on the front porch. So Bella's back. she has decided now to start leaving us mice by the door. And so that's how we know it's her, because she lays them in a little pile. But we do have Rigby, who, if you've been following us a while, you would have seen like last year I bottle hand fed raised him. He was the sole survivor of a litter of premature kittens. He is huge. This cat is huge. So maybe someday when I get my own house, yeah, I have 4 of my own cats plus 3 strays. Nice. Ooh, cheesy rice. And then, of course, we have Gracie, who is our, she's our cat that has, what do you call it? She's got like severe disabilities, like in her back end. So you start work on Monday. Yeah, he was literally, like when I first got him, I could lay him across my hand like this. Like he fit like in the palm of my hand, little tiny thing. And then, like he's huge now. He was the runt of the litter. And now he's like 17, 18 pounds. He's massive. And seeing him next to like Gracie could pretty much just walk right underneath him with how massively big he is compared to her tiny little frame. Yeah, he thinks he still is, right, Sarah? He thinks he's just this big, and he wants you to hold him and cuddle him all the time. But he learned how to open the bedroom door, the cat door, and opened the door the other day and came out and laid on Sarah's chest. It was so funny. We're like, what the heck? And he didn't open it like push the knob and push. He knows how to like pull the knob down and pull the door open towards himself, because that door swings inward. It was so funny. Wow. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, like his litter, the fact that he survived, it had nothing to do with me. The fact that he survived was seriously by complete chance, like absolute luck of the draw, complete chance, because kittens that are usually neonate, premature like that, are like usually do not survive, as was evident when we had to try to rescue those kittens a couple months ago. When that woman took them from their mother, those kittens did not make it. All 4 of them passed away. Yeah, he came out there just to cuddle Sarah. He was like, no, you're going to love me, and I'm going to lay on your chest, and you're going to say you love me too. It was so funny, because he just climbed right up on top of her, and he was like, me, love me. The other cat stayed in the room, but Rigby like opened the door and came out. He was like, I'm coming out here and you're going to pay attention to me. And that's just how it's going to be. It was so funny. Can't wait for it to be in the 70s. It's already like today, this morning when I got up, it was 67 degrees. I actually put on a sweater, like a hoodie, to come to work. But now it's like 85, 86 already. Yeah. I'm in Arizona, where it gets to 120 degrees Fahrenheit for the summer. So, yeah, sadly, the world doesn't work like that. Yeah, so I'm in Arizona, and in America, of course, Arizona. It is hot here. Liza! Hi, how are you? I'm doing really good. So, by the way, Sarah's inside the chat, so if anybody wants to say hi to Sarah, they can say hi to Sarah. And yes, Sarah, I did bring my lunch. I brought my sandwiches. Does your cat love pork rinds? Rigby will not eat anything that isn't his cat food. He's the weirdest cat. We got him this little salmon piece, like this smoked salmon stuff, and it took him like a minute to figure out that it was okay to eat it while the other cats were eating theirs. He was like, Oh, sorry. It's 13 degrees Celsius where I am. Not sure what that is in Fahrenheit. Well, then let's find out what that is in Fahrenheit. How's that sound? Here, this is what I'll tell you what mine is, okay? Because we can change it this way. Let's look here. No. Let me look here. Where's the thing at? Where's the thing? Okay, go to this. Where I'm at right now is 27 degrees Celsius. So if that helps out. There you go, right? So yes. So I am at 27 degrees Celsius right now, which is 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah. So this is our fall weather. Like this is gorgeous outside. Like I love it. But I will tell you, hold on. Oh. So I'll tell you what our Celsius is for our summer high. No. Hold on. So here we go, right? So for our summer in Fahrenheit, this summer we got to 127, right? This summer our high was 52 degrees Celsius. Sweet. Good girl, Sarah. You gotta tell me how you're feeling after about 20 minutes of the medicine. So there you go, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So oh, oh, oh. Hold on. I need to look at something real quick. Okay. So right now you're what for you, because it's 13 degrees for you, it would be 55 here, which is literally our winter. Like that's our coldest. We don't get much colder than that. Like for us, 55 is we need a beanie, we need a jacket, gloves, all that for us. But you have to remember, because we are so used to what you would have as 13 as our cold. Hold on a second. I've got a customer. One moment. There we go. Customers, holy cow. I'm so glad because he was like, oh my God, you're here. He's like one of my best customers. Holy cow. I'm so glad because he was like, oh my God, you're here. So as I was saying, so for you, let's see here. Oh, Sara. I have to go back because I got to read it. Okay, there we go. That's a really hot summer days for you. Yeah, there we go. And then, oh, Sara. Yeah, for here we have to have AC. You couldn't live out here without AC. Not in, like I said, not in 127 degrees. You know, like for you, 52 degrees Celsius. I couldn't even imagine if you had to live in that without any kind of AC. It would not be one. It wouldn't be smart. Two, it'd be probably very, very dangerous. Too many people dropping out from heat exhaustion. Yeah, I know, right, Sara? Your body has been like against you since you turned 13 years old. Do you have names picked out? Yeah, she definitely has names picked out. Yep. So that, are you really going to do it like when you do the reveal? Or are you going to do, you're going to announce it with the baby's name? Like, I love the names. I don't care which way it swings out. I love both names so much. Yeah. Yeah, that's what she was saying. Far, far away in the future. And that's only if, like, first of all, for Sara to stay pregnant, as you guys have learned so far, she's had to go through a bunch of stuff. Yeah, so we're not doing. Oh, Sara, you're the sweetest, honey. Have you brought any baby stuff, or are you waiting? Yeah, I don't think it's about waiting for the gender either, or the sex of the baby. Like Sara just said, we're focusing right now on her finding another like a at home job that's going to be like long term. And there's quite a few options right now. So I think right now there was something that I got the other day. So I'm going to see about putting that in and helping her fill all that out. If she gets that, that's going to be perfect. So yeah, so like 20 weeks on, because you want to get past your 20 weeks before buying, like making any major purchases. We have a crib right now, but I don't think it's the one Sara wants to use. So maybe we'll sell that one and go with the one that she really likes. We'll see. That's the thing is, Amy, she won't be working outside the house. Sara's going to do remote at home stuff. Yeah. Yeah, at home jobs is the way to definitely go. Yeah. So you got a new kitten instead. 21 Celsius is hot enough for you. Yeah, I don't blame you, right? Of course, he's going to yell at the door. Sister, Binks is being mean again. Yeah, he's such a mean cat. So hopefully he gets adopted soon. He's up on the website for Saint. So Saint has him listed. We're just all waiting for someone to adopt him. I think I have somebody that wants to adopt Sevi, though. So Sevi will be hopefully ready to go by Monday, Tuesday. If this person decides, yeah, they want him. I put his picture up and people are like, oh my God, he's gorgeous. I was like, yeah, once he warms up to people, he's totally freaking lovable. So, so far, I think for the most part, people out here are pretty much living pretty normally. And I'm surprised at how many people still take and wear their mask without arguing out here. But yes, Mama will be revealing their names with the gender. I'm trying to think of cool ideas on how to do it. I know, right? Like that's what we need to figure out. And I'll help you out. Once you surprise the crap out of me, then yeah, I'll help you put something really cool together. It has loads of stuff from her reborn babies. Yes. Yeah, that's exactly right. Like Sarah's reborn stuff, other than like the brand spanking new clothing, I think that we have purchased at the stores we wouldn't be using most of the other stuff because it was all hand me down, like Goodwill stuff. And like Sarah said, she wants new things for her first baby. She wants her baby to have things that are specifically bought specifically for the baby. Hi, Joseph. How are you? Nice. Yeah, Sarah and I pretty much wear our mask wherever we go. Even though we are both vaccinated, it's just one of those like that extra precaution. It's just one of those things where you just with everything that's happened, even with the fact that it's also flu season, it's just better to be safe. Like even if there was no whole COVID thing, I think we would still be wearing some form of protective face covering during flu season. You like that it hides most of your face? Be nice to yourself. Don't be mean to yourself. Oh, wait, did I don't even know if I got enough to do a second one. Hold on. I did. Okay, cool. I already have 3, 4, 5. I need one more. One more. How much time do I have? Oh, I got 10 hours? Okay. I have everything other than that. Jeez. This thing is being complicated. So, the last thing I need for this, I need to make 3 more windows, right? So I need the glass panes. How much do I have of that? Oh, I needed 15. Alrighty. Okay, now I'll go back over here. This should be the last. Nope, wrong thing. Last one. Yeah, people nowadays are really gross, and I like to touch things with their dirty hands and sneeze at people as well as cough because, we live in a place where no one is respectful. Yeah, that's the thing I don't understand is how disrespectful some people can be. Like that lady 2 weeks ago that coughed right in my face. It's actually not that bad. Once you get past I think most of it is it's mental, like you get caught up in thinking, oh, I can't breathe, when in fact you can totally breathe just fine. Is it comfortable? No, but it's better to be safe and protect yourself than be stupidly sorry. Let's take a look. Yo, why would you send me to the very biggest one right from the start? Yeah, no. There's got to be other deposits like that one. go. That should have worked. It did. All right, let's let this thing multiply. Yeah. No, schools here are open, like open full swing. Oh, that's awesome. Heck yeah. No, we don't have the P.O. box anymore. It wasn't worth paying for to keep it open. Yeah, there you go, Sarah. Like, did you want to do any like baby haul videos once we start buying stuff, we can sit down and do stuff like that if you want to. I know that Sarah will not be sharing photos of the baby. Just like we don't share any photos of the ultrasounds. Sarah wants to keep the baby face wise off the internet. We are making a thing, I think it's a sunflower that we've decided, right, Sarah? Sunflower that we're going to make that you can hold in front of the baby's face, like depending on the distance of the camera, to hold within the frame to cover the baby's face. So that the baby will always, like their identity face wise, will always have its anonymity and protection, because you don't want to put a filter over the face, because there are software out there that can remove filters and then exposing what's behind the filter. So we don't want to do that. So we're making an actual physical object to keep for putting in the picture to cover the baby. Yeah, and honestly, at this point, I'm not going to lean one way or the other on it. I look at it this way. We got the vaccine because recommended by our doctors to get it. And it didn't cause any, other than Sarah having a fever for a few days and whatnot. But Sarah gets a fever every single time she's ever gotten a vaccine, even as a baby. So it wasn't anything new to get a fever with a vaccine. But in all honesty, if you don't decide to get vaccinated and you catch it and it's a severe case of it, you're putting yourself and your family members and whatnot at risk. And I just look at it this way: to each their own. And if you want the vaccine, get it. If you don't want the vaccine, don't get it, but at least cover up and take the precautions to protect other people around you, because it's not just about yourself. If you want to be selfish, at least do the one thing, and that's okay, BB. I'm sorry you fruit up again. Yeah, I think that was the biggest problem, was my arm was definitely stiff. But other than that, nothing bad. Yeah, that's normal with any vaccine, especially the flu vaccine. Ugh. No, she didn't. Her medicine she doesn't take her medicine orally. So, yeah, I'm fully vaccinated. I'm good to go. Oh, I got a customer. Be right back. All right. Hi, Cameron. Oh my God, it's been a long time since you've been in one of these. All right. Have a great day, Joseph. Hi, Laura. Oh my gosh, right, Laura? Like, I had the worst with Taylor. Like, and then with Sara, my pregnancy was super easy with Sara, but with Taylor, it was absolutely miserable. And then I watched poor like Colleen, and I watched Amy Schumer through her pregnancy with her little boy, and they both had the exact same like issues that I had: the fainting, the splitting pain in your like nether regions, the vomiting constantly, the dizziness, the having to like have assistance to try to walk. Like, it was horrible. And now they have a name for it, which is the same thing that doctor said that Sara's experiencing. If we can get that part of things under control, the vomiting under control, and get her where she's getting back to being hydrated with lots of Gatorade. He tried to say get her Pedialyte, but we both looked at him like, he goes, Gatorade works too. We're like, Pedialyte is disgusting. One, and it has a weird texture. I don't know how. It's a liquid, but it has this weird texture to it. And so Sara's like, She was like, absolutely not. And so we got Gatorade instead. So I think that that was like the biggest thing for her. So we're doing Gatorade and like just helping Sara get through like these tough moments. And I've got another one. Hold on. All right. Good girl. Well, that's good. At least it was mellow. It wasn't like, gosh, yesterday oh man, I wanted to cry for you. Yeah, Pedialyte is so gross. Yeah, no, Sarah and I have always drank Gatorade. Like it's been one of our things. Like we never have any time where there's not Gatorade in the house with us. Um, and that's just because with the temperatures we live in, Gatorade is like a must have out here to keep from getting dehydrated out here. So, oh, I didn't realize that was what I was looking at. I caught my finger in Sarah, I got a boo-boo. I caught my finger in the soda machine. A guy wanted a soda and I caught my finger inside of the little chamber. Ow. Yeah, I don't think I could ever hate Gatorade. It's so funny too, because for the longest time, yeah, I think from yesterday with all the dry heaving and all the stomach bile that you threw up, yeah, you're probably like have like actual burns in your throat from the stomach acid. But oh, excuse me. When I was younger, I had a really bad incident where I had like a stomach bug and they had me drinking green, like the greenish yellow Gatorade, like the lemon lime Gatorade. I kissed the boo boo. Thank you. Thank you, Sarah. But I threw up all over the floor in like the waiting area of the because I was with CPS and we were supposed to be going for a visit, but I was sitting in the visiting room, like waiting area, waiting for my mom to arrive, and I power puked. And that's the problem I think Sarah and I both have. Sarah inherited this from me without a doubt. When I throw up, it's not like, like throw up and it happens. When I throw up, it's powerful. It's like exorcism type throw up. Like it shoots out like with no control. It just comes gushing and it like shoots out my nose and everything. Okay, sorry, I know TMI, but I was like 6 when this happened. And I had nothing but lemon lime Gatorade in my stomach when it happened. And for the longest time, whenever I thought of lemon lime Gatorade, I could smell it and taste like what happened when I threw up as a kid. I was traumatized, like permanently scarred by lemon lime Gatorade. Last year, when Sarah and I were living in the RV before we moved into the house, I was like, I'm so like tired of drinking just orange and red. I don't like the other flavors. I did bring the glacial cherry, and I think I like that one okay. It's all right. But I was like, all right, I'm gonna try the lemon lime one and see if the trauma is still there. The first couple drinks that I had of it, I was like, yeah, I remember this taste and smell. And then after a couple more drinks, I was like, okay, but it tastes kind of like a lemon lime popsicle, so I'm okay with that. So I'm okay with that. Really? Well, Sarah's still taking prenatals. She takes the gummies. So she does the prenatal gummies. Don't forget to take your prenatals, though, Sarah. Now that you're not throwing up and your medicine should be kicking in, you should be able to take your prenatal and be okay. But she takes the gummies, which is really good. So, God, that really hurt. Why is it the little tiny slits are like, oof. Be right back. Going to check your email. Yeah, I don't think you'll have an answer yet today. But I do know that they should, like from what the update said, that it was already out for delivery to their location. So they will be receiving it or have already received it. Seeing as it's a company, they probably already received it this morning. And it's in California, so where it went. So it's in like San Diego area. So they already should have it this morning. Gatorade is a still drink. Gatorade is like a sports drink. It has like electrolytes and sugars and stuff like that in it to like replenish people that are doing like sports activities, or if you're like spending a lot of time in the heat. It's really good for like replenishing your electrolytes. It's kind of like an adult version of Pedialyte. Like Pedialyte just doesn't have all the sugars and stuff in it. It's kind of like your water with your electrolytes, and electrolytes already have a very funky texture. So that's kind of the thing. Get another one of those in there. I know, baby. I know. It's okay, baby doll. No, it's not fizzy. Yeah, no, it's not carbonated. It's a non-carbonated drink. I couldn't even imagine if Gatorade was carbonated. Oh, I don't even think I could drink Gatorade if it was carbonated. I'm glad it's not. No, it's not an energy drink at all. It's a sports drink, so definitely not an energy drink. So, because you can't drink stuff like that when you're pregnant. So no, this has like Gatorade has no. Here, I'll show you what it looks like. My chair is not bothering. Oh! I just knocked that whole thing over. This is Gatorade. It's a big old, like, it's like a big sports type drink. So it's just like a big electrolyte sports drink. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it's definitely not fizzy. Shania, hello. Sara does, actually. Yeah, if it lets her. We did buy popsicles the other day for her. Oh, shoot. Yeah. But yeah, so that's Gatorade, which is actually really nice to drink, like, especially when it's hot out. Like, you want to be able to have something that's going to kind of keep you from losing all your hydration. Yeah, right now, like, that's the thing, is we were talking about that too. I said, after this pregnancy, like when she gets through this, she may be in the same boat like a lot of women that go through severe hyperemesis, that like she may decide never to carry another child again. And that's okay if it comes to that. You know what I mean? Like, if this happens to be the only little human that she brings earthside, that's okay. Because like I said, for her to be pregnant right now, it's been miserable. Like, gosh, I think altogether she went down almost 10 pounds. Slowly will start to climb back up, but yeah, she's definitely losing weight. But like I said, the doctor's not concerned, so we're not going to be concerned about it. I think when he starts to show any concern, then we'll be a bit concerned. But right now he's not, so I'm not going to worry about it. And he knows what he's doing. So being that he's the doctor, he knows what he's doing. And if he says it's not anything to be concerned about, we're not going to be concerned about it. Ooh. By the way, Sara, I'm glad we bought you the other stuff, the Canada Dry, because that generic, like, knockoff ginger ale is disgusting. So yeah. Oh, there's that one. So how many does that make? So 4, that's 5. I need one more. Yeah, maybe. Well, that's what we're hoping, is that it gets easier. Like, here's the difference between my pregnancy and Sara's. When I was pregnant with Taylor, 1, they didn't have a name for what I was experiencing. They do now. 2, we didn't have treatments because it was just considered pregnancy. And it was like, sorry, but you're just having a rougher pregnancy than most people, so just deal with it. The good part for Sara is there is stuff she can take now that kind of curbs off a lot of the major severe symptoms. Yeah. Yeah, exactly like Sara said. She's just, as of right now, it's just about this baby getting this baby here, getting to a safe place where the baby can be born and be able to survive outside of her womb. Right now, that is the biggest part. Right now, she's 10 weeks. 10 weeks, 2 days. Yeah, Cameron, that's awesome, right? 10 weeks, 2 days. So, watch, hold on. Let's pull it up, Sarah. I'm going to pull up just this little thing. Okay. So that's what the wee human looks like. Oh my gosh, Sarah, this is sitting the exact same way Squishy was sitting in the ultrasound. Like how their legs are right there. Like in the ultrasound, you'd see Squishy's legs go down and then back out when they jumped. Oh my gosh, yes, how cute. That's what Squishy looks like. So if anybody is wondering, yeah, blood work. She did blood work. Yes, Canada Dry, ginger ale. Yes. And it's really good for when you have a really nasty feeling stomach. So, yeah. I swore by Canada Dry ginger ale when I was pregnant with both my kids. It was like, yeah. Right, Sarah? Yep. Tiny but cute. So, yeah. So little one is growing, looking so good. I was so glad he was able to like show her the blood flow in the ultrasound. That was the coolest thing I think I've ever seen. When I had my ultrasound with my kids, like I said earlier when I was driving, which I had to delete because it wasn't all whatnot, seeing the blood flow in the ultrasound was so freaking cool. Tiffany. Yeah, we were just talking about that. Absolutely not. Sarah absolutely hates Pedialyte. Yeah, no, she can't even stomach the taste of Pedialyte, the texture in Pedialyte. Yeah, no, she tried once to try to drink some, and that was it. She said, it would make her throw up even worse. So we're swearing by these. Gatorade. Lots of Gatorade. Yeah, it does. Right now, the baby is, what's it say on this one? Like lengthwise, the baby is about 1.61 inches. So the baby technically is as long from top of its head to the bottom of its butt is as big as my pinky finger. What's the other app say? Because the other app gives you like measurement of a product with it. So, like the Tootsie Pop candy top, like, so what are the, like, or if you want to go by a prune, baby's as big as a prune. Or so either a prune or the top of one of these candies, the Tootsie Pops. Very accurate. How accurate is figuring out the gender? It's very accurate. So what they do when they're doing what the blood work Sarah has done. So if you're carrying a boy in your blood, they will find they'll find a Y chromosome. If they find a Y chromosome in your blood work, you're carrying a boy because you're a woman. So you should only have XX chromosomes. But if she has no Y chromosome in any of her blood work, like when the blood work goes back, if there's no X or Y in there, then she's carrying a girl. So all they're looking for in the blood work is a Y chromosome. That's all they're looking for. So when they test the blood, the only thing they're trying to find is a Y. If there is no Y found, then she's having a girl. If they find a Y in there, then it's a boy. And they have to wait till you're at least 8 weeks because you won't have that genetic information in your blood until right about 8 weeks. So that's why they make you wait to do that blood work until 8 weeks. But she's 10 weeks. So she did the blood work at 10 weeks. So she's definitely in the clear window for getting that information. Oh, man. Yeah, when you live out here in the desert, you need Gatorade. That's what we're hoping, Laura, for her, that that hopefully when she gets into her second trimester, but if she's anything like I was, or if she's like what the doctor said with hypermesis, it may continue through the whole pregnancy, like mine was with Taylor. It was the whole pregnancy. Yeah, the baby has pretty much all its details now. Now it's all about growing everything. So about putting on the weight, growing all of, the limbs and muscles and the rest of the networking system that goes from the brain to the rest of the body. Sara actually is going to find out through an email when they email her back the answer of what her blood work details are. So she'll know by email, and then yeah, I know, right, Tiffany? So Sara will either find out. I know you won't find out today, baby girl, as much as I know you want to, but it'll either be tomorrow because they got her sample back today, so they will run her test sometime today or tomorrow. So she'll either get the results tomorrow or she'll get the results on Monday. Yeah, so at this point, yeah, all that stuff in like 9 short months, right? Just to think, though, that the start of this 10 weeks ago, you could fit about 100 of them on the tip of a pin. And it's gone from being something that could fit on the tip of a pin with 99 more of them to being the size of my pinky. Like, that's crazy already that they've gone from that tiny thing in 10 weeks time to this. And it's insane to think, wow, they're already almost 2 inches long. Your connection is unstable. Come on. It's not. What is, oh. Okay. All right, Sara, it's officially delivered to them in La Jolla, California. Was just dropped off at 11:37. So they officially have your blood sample. So there you go. When does it? We don't know yet. It'll come in as soon as they have her results. Yeah, a lot of people think it's a boy. So sweet. Oh, wow. That's really good. Okay, he's not charging me that. I'm glad. Don't charge me that, seeing as it's not working. Like, don't charge that if it's not working. Like, we've literally had none of that working. But yes, yeah, I think I don't. You know what? Now, Sara, the funniest part is for this whole time I've been thinking it was a boy, and like I had this feeling it was a boy, but earlier today I just had this weird inclination. I was just like, wait, maybe it is a girl. Like, and normally I can feel it. Like, I can just feel it. Like, I knew with both of my kids. Like, I just knew even before I had Taylor, because I didn't know what Taylor was. I wanted to wait till he was born. But I just had this feeling that it was going to be a little boy. It's funny because you say that, Laura, but like Colleen Ballinger was saying on hers, she has the exact same thing as with Flynn. With Flynn, she was sick from start to finish. And with the twins, she's been sick now so far since start. And she's still got another sick now so far since start. And she's still got another 6 weeks, 7 weeks to go before they deliver the twins. And she is very sick, very dizzy, very pukey. It just, yeah, she's getting her booty handed to her again. Serious pain. She's this time around, she said the difference between Flynn and this time around is the fact that this time around she's got the IVs. This time around she's got a doctor that's taking her symptoms seriously and not just brushing it off as, oh, you're just pregnant. This time around she's also going through physical therapy to help with like her pelvic floor pain. All these things that if she didn't have the newer type of stuff, like the newer information and have a really good doctor, she'd be still stuck like she was with Flynn in absolute misery. I know, right, Sarah? So oh yeah, they don't know. Yeah. They already told us like when you did the whole paperwork and everything. So when they send it back to you, yeah, she's got about like 6 weeks left because she's already 27 weeks now, and they want her to get to 32 weeks, preferably 34. But because Colleen is so tiny and she's already stretched to like her max, like her skin's going to start to tear, like without a doubt. Like she is so tight that when she gets up close to her stomach, you can see the tears in the skin, the little fissures in her skin. So they do like they said, from the time they receive it to the time you'll receive the email is 24 hours. So she will get an email either. So today they've received it. And then when she gets an email from them that they have received her sample, then from 24 hours from that email, she'll have the result email. So just check your email throughout today because they did receive your sample. It's like the post office just logged that it's been delivered. So as soon as they open your sample, they'll log it in as received. Yeah, go on and watch. Laura, if you haven't seen, go look at her one video she just did. She went to Dancing with the Stars she was invited as one of the audience members because, of course, they don't have a regular audience, so they're bringing in family and stuff of the dancers. And because JoJo Siwa is one of the dancers and Colleen and them are pretty much family, Colleen went and she showed off like her tummy in that video. And she said, like, she's now bigger than she was full term with Flynn. Like when the day she went into labor with Flynn, she's bigger than that now. And she had Flynn like, 4 weeks early? So yeah, she had Flynn early. So the doctors are pretty certain she'll have the twins early. More than likely on her own at like 32 weeks, but they want her to get to 34, which would be 6 weeks away. So she can get to 34 weeks. That's 6 weeks from now. That's crazy. That's crazy that she's going to have twins in her arms like before Thanksgiving, by Thanksgiving. It's crazy. Excited? Yeah. She gets 2 beautiful babies at the end. Yeah, I know. Oh my God, I know. You excited, Vivi? You excited? Yeah, and Colleen is having one of each. So she'll have 2 little boys and a tiny little girl. And her little girl is so active. She filmed her stomach the other day. And it was so funny how much that baby girl is like, boop, 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 smush, boop, boop. I was like, oh my God, that baby was going to town. She was having our whole dance sesh in Colleen's stuff. And Colleen's like, the little boy isn't as active as she is. The little girl's up top and she's just all over the place. Like watching Colleen's stomach because she filmed it. I was like, I know, right? Flynn is going to be 3. He's about to turn 3 in December. He'll be 3 on December 10th. What? Like, what? And he's the sweetest little human. Oh my God. Like, seriously, he's one of the sweetest little beings out there. So, like, honestly, he's so caring and like wants everybody to always make sure he wants to make sure everybody's always included. And I just find that so sweet of him. Only when like every now and again when they upload something, but they don't upload very often. So, oh my God, right? Colleen's little girl is going to be the sassiest little butt. If she's anything like her mama, she's going to be sass. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Actually, I think it's gonna be absolutely fantastic. So, ah, get on there. No, I need to. Why did it do that? No, slide over. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do you like JoJo? Yeah, I like JoJo too. I think like a lot of people give her crap, but honestly, like one, she's super loud and quite obnoxious. That's just her personality. But I like her not just because she's so herself. I like her for the fact that she loves people for just being people. That's so cool. That is so cool. Yeah, she's having, like, she had Flynn, of course, first pregnancy, and now she's having a boy and a girl this time around. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. Yeah, so she's having one of each this time around. I think she said they're pretty close to like picking their names, but like Flynn didn't even have a name for the first 3 days. Like he didn't even have a name his first 3 days of being born. They just could not decide. And they still were supposed to have another 4 weeks to decide, but that didn't happen. So so they had to make a decision on him pretty early on. So how did you get out of sync with the other one? Like I brought you two up together. What happened? Okay. Get off of here. So now I can put the other one on here. Wait, what happened? There we go. Goose. So yeah, right now I think for Sarah's gonna, like, as soon as she gets the email from the blood work company, they'll let her know as soon as they have processed her sample in. So they'll say your sample has arrived to us. Once that email is to Sarah, it's 24 hours from that time that they will tell her what she's having. Yeah, it's a good name. I like that name. And then, okay, I'm going to leave it like that because I have way too many of those as it is. I still can't believe Sarah's pregnant. I've watched you since Sarah was diagnosed with epilepsy. Boy, has time flown by. Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Just a healthy baby. Oh, that's a cute name. That's a really cute name. I haven't heard that name in a long time. God, Otis. That's like, yeah. That's a really good name for a black cat, too. I didn't even think of that. Oh, I love the name that Alfie Days and Zoe Sugg picked for their little girl. Name is Ottilie. And Ottilie is like it's an old classic name. And it's such a pretty name. Nope. And I have no intentions to. Like, I like scary stuff. I'm not for gory stuff. Yeah, it's so gory and gruesome and just, it's gross. That's the difference. Like, there's scary, like make your skin crawl type movies, and then there's just disgusting. And that is like, it's like the Saw movies. It's just gross. There's like, ew, no. I don't want to watch something that makes me want to throw up. Like, it's so gruesomely done. Yeah, I don't see us ever actually watching that. No. See, you can't have a movie that's gruesome and incredible to me. That's like my personal opinion. If it's gruesome and bloody and disgusting, and not only that, but who the hell writes stuff like that? Like, what are you doing? You know, it just, I know he named his little one Margot, and I love that name. I think it's so flipping cute. Yeah, they came up with some of the cutest frigging names for their little humans. Oh no, yeah, that's the right one. Okay. Okay, so there's that one. Yeah, that's who we have still. That's Sevi. The fact that they thought he was a girl. Oh my god. The funniest part is if you look at the photo that I took of him while he's laying next to me, and I sent it to Sarah, and she's like, Mom, this cat's a boy. And I was like, you sure? I mean, the vet paperwork says it's a girl. Mm-hmm. Do you? I thought you didn't have an appointment again until November. Well, I guess, I mean, we'll call him and find out. Well, yeah, Saw is definitely worse. I would say it's probably definitely worse only because Saw is like an individual dude trying to just it's his own little sick-minded serial killer game. Whereas Squid Games is where these people sign permission to go into these games. Like they were given a choice, whereas in Saw, they're not given a choice. But the gruesomeness of what they put people through is still the same thing. It's still just gross. And I can't watch stuff that's like that. Like I couldn't watch The Hunger Games because The Hunger Games, like in the books and the talking and whatnot, it came across better. When you watch The Hunger Games and you see like how they played it out, it's disgusting. Like it's so gross. What is WIC? It's Women, Infant, Children's program. It's a thing that they do out here to help like new moms, like, or I should say, or pregnant women, infants, and children. So like they help like with formula cost and whatnot, or with children and like dietary additives. So for pregnant women, if you are pregnant out here, you get on WIC to help like with extra calories and stuff like that. They check everything. And Sarah, because Sarah doesn't eat dairy, they cover her getting all like lactose free milks and stuff like that. Oh, okay. Yeah, because she said they would try to figure out. Oh, remember, it's for the nutritionist. That was the appointment that she was talking about you being scheduled to see the nutritionist. So that might be what it is. So you guys can go over the stuff with the nutritionist. I was like, what was it she talked about? And that was the one thing she said she was going to put you in an appointment for, was with the nutritionist. So let's hope that that's what it is. Oh, okay. Yeah. So the pregnant mom gets benefits while she's pregnant to give those extra calories and the extra things that come with being pregnant. Sarah has a dairy allergy. So she's had a dairy allergy since she was a baby. But we noticed when she got pregnant that it flared up really bad. So like when she was little, she was anaphylactic to it. Like if she ate anything with dairy in it, she would end up having to get an injection to take all the swelling down. But then as she got older, she kind of outgrew the severity of it. And now kind of like as she was older, she would get like rashes, blisters, stuff like that from it. But now that she's pregnant, it's gotten really like way worse. So she's back to where like if she eats dairy and stuff, she gets like hives and it's bad. She gets all itchy. Yeah. So she stays away from anything with lactose. So she does all lactose-free products. And it's expensive, by the way, to get stuff that's lactose-free. So she doesn't need to take soy, but she needs to avoid the lactose. And it's expensive. So with WIC, it kind of helps out with those products. Why is my phone so darkened? Like it seems like I have no backlighting on my phone again. Taylor has a chronic malabsorption disorder. And so he does not have a feeding tube anymore. To be honest, if we want to be flat honest about Taylor and how he's doing when it comes to his feeding issue, he is severely underweight again. Now that he's not in the military anymore and having somebody hold him accountable for the calorie intake, he's kind of slacked off. And so he has drastically lost weight. So he is very, very thin again. He kind of had bulked up a bit when he was in the service, but since then he's kind of just he doesn't take it as seriously. But then again, he's 22 years old, so to him, he's invincible and whatnot. So, you know, be right back. I got a customer. Got a customer. All right. Oh, I lock it, Sarah, when I left today. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if you put them back in there, just reach in and lock it from inside and then pull it shut. I've got the thing in my room to unlock it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Uh, oh yeah, yeah. It was actually the best idea because he wasn't using it anyway. Um, like we had so many problems with him. One, staying connected when he was supposed to. He is capable of keeping enough calories in. That was what we were able to prove. He can consume enough calories in a day to keep his weight up. While he was active duty, while he was in the military, the 2 years he was in, he maintained a 145-pound weight, which was great for him. It looked great on him. He filled out. He looked nice. And that was them keeping him on a double rations diet. And so he looked great. He held that weight, even with all the activity and PT and everything. He held 145. He got out in December this past year, and he doesn't even try to like eat healthy or pick out foods that are high calorie intake, none of that stuff. So he's gone back down to 114. So he's literally within like a quarter of an inch of being exactly 6 foot tall. So the doctor rounds him out at 6 foot. So at 6 foot tall, he's 114 pounds. That's really bad. Oh, because the stupid billing thing won't do the damn PayPal thing. Yeah, I know. That's annoying. We'll have to figure it out when I get home. We'll see. I might have to transfer something over to your account so we can get it to work. That is annoying. It keeps saying please wait, but it's yeah. Ruby's like, cool, cuddles, let me like hold me. Yeah, Binks, he is such a headache of a cat. Yeah, get him back in there, and then like I said, just reach in and lock it from the inside and then pull it shut. Wow, Tiffany, that sucks. I'm sorry, hun. Hang in there, sweetheart. Hang in there because you got that beautiful baby girl to take care of. But yeah, so Taylor was like, we know now that he's grown, that he can maintain a body weight with the right diet. But he's 22. He wants to run around. He wants to go whatnot. What is it that's wrong? He doesn't absorb. Like for Taylor anyway, like if you or I eat something, our body will absorb it and put it where it needs to go. Taylor's bowels don't absorb things, so it's called a malabsorption disorder. So his body doesn't, and it's a direct cause of CF. It's a type of what's the word I'm looking for? It's a strain of CF. So he has like CF strain number. I won't give information on that because that's his personal information. But he has like CF strain, and it has numbers behind it, and that number is the determining factor of how severe the case of CF is. So CF can be a wide range. Some people that have CF have severe things like what Mary Fry ran into, which is severe decline of the lungs, severe decline of your digestive system and whatnot. Taylor has a severe malabsorption disorder caused by the CF gene that has latched into like his digestive system. Yes, Tiffany, he has a form of CF. Yes, he has a strain of it. But people hear CF and they immediately think lungs, right? Like they go all crazy thinking, but there's so many strains. It's kind of like the same thing as when it comes to like MS or lupus or any of those type of things. It's that same kind of thing. You are just having a great moment with them. Yeah, everybody thinks CF, they think lung condition, and that's not true. There are many, many forms and strains to CF. So that's why people that have CF cannot be around another person with CF, because the strains are different. So your bacteria and your germs can kill the other person with CF. But if you are born into the same family and you both have CF, your genetic CF will be the same. So your germs and stuff will be okay. You're eating a popsicle? Good. So people that have it, they want, especially if they have issues with their lungs, they keep them separate because of the fact that they can cause the other person to get, like, to catch something that they might have that can end their life. So you want to avoid that. But with Taylor, we got lucky. As horrible as that sounds, we got lucky with the strain that Taylor was born with. Is a very, very mild case in comparison. Taylor can have a long, full, healthy life and not have too many issues if he follows the doctor's conditions and orders, right? So with Taylor not wanting to listen and making some outside stupid decisions, he's putting himself at risk. I think it's cystic fibrosis. Yes, that's the right thing. I didn't know there was maybe other things. Yes, cystic fibrosis is what I'm talking about. Fibrosis isn't always just your lungs, and that's the problem people have. He has cystic fibrosis, but Taylor has a cystic fibrosis strain number, and I'm not going to give his strain number because that's Taylor's personal information, and I don't release that. So that's the problem people have, though, and that's why we try not to talk about it, because people immediately assume when you say cystic fibrosis, they immediately assume it's a lung condition, and that's not true. I know they're going to be adopting. Yeah, I know. We follow Peter and Mary. Mary has been one of the biggest supports and one of the most amazing humans. They're mean. I know the cats are being they have been uppity. Like, we went in there the other day into the cat room while we were getting everything all cleaned up and done. And yeah, Binks is so mean. Like, what is with that cat? He is not the nicest. So that's going to be 15, right? Okay. Oh, I need another one. Oh, that's going to let me make 4 more. So there it is. Okay, that's all I needed. Because it takes 3. So that's why I was like, wait, that didn't make sense. But anyway. But yeah, so that's the thing, is like, that's why we don't get into too much discussion on medical stuff anymore, because there's just so much behind it. Not only that, my kids are adults, and their protection of their medical and their anonymity, all that stuff is stuff that I only shared, like, when my kids were little. Sarah's here. Anything that we posted on YouTube was always ran by my kids first. I never, ever posted anything that my kids did not say, Mom, don't post that of me. I always made sure that it was whatever we had, I always had them watch the video before we did any upload. If there was anything in there that one of them was like, no, we took it out. So my kids had a huge say in what was shared on Life with the Jays. And that was the biggest thing, was we made sure that we didn't share anything that my kids did not first approve of. So, and a lot of people may think that that's not true, but it is. Like, my kids were 13 and 15 when we started vlogging. Well, 14 and 12. Both their birthdays were right at that time. So Taylor had just turned 15 and Sarah was turning 13. Everything that we've ever posted was always, yeah, he is a little terror, has always been pre-approved by my kids first. So yeah. And I caught a lot of flack from people about that. People always assumed that I just like filmed Sarah when she was having seizures without her permission, or that, whatnot. Now, several of the times we filmed, we were asked by her doctor to film it so he can watch it, since he isn't there to see it. So that's what we did. It wasn't like, oh, Sarah's having a seizure, let me get the camera. It was never that. We always, had the camera on hand, especially when things first started happening. And with the doctor letting us know he needed to see video so he could analyze what was happening. Secondly, anytime I did film her, I asked her, I said, did You do not have to share this with anybody. Oh my God, Taylor. That's how you know he's been with Tanner. Oh my God. Yeah. But anywho, so it's just one of those things where everything that I ever, oh my God, son, I'm gonna knock your brother out, Sarah. No, ew, no, just stop. Don't send those. They're slamming themselves into the door right now. I know. If anybody's wondering why the cats are inside the cat room, it's because we have the 4 of them. Now, if it was just Gracie and Rigby, they wouldn't stay in the cat room during the day. But because it's Gracie, Rigby, and the 2 Fosters, we have to keep them there because otherwise Binks especially, and Severus, tornado through the house and rip stuff up. And because right now with everything that's going on, Sara can't even lay in her bedroom because the neighbor, I don't know what is going on with them recently, but they have their husky and their little teeny tiny, I don't know what the hell that thing is. And it barks and barks and barks, and barks like nonstop all day. It's just constant. And every time the chickens or the rooster cockadoodles, that little dog goes completely berserk. If you don't know anything about chickens or roosters, roosters cockadoodle all day long while the sun is up. So as the rooster cockadoodles, the dog barks. The cockadoodles, dog barks. Sarah's bedroom is right there, right by there. Like it's just a driveway space between the chickens and where the dogs are and Sarah's bedroom window. So Sarah's been taking up the living room. And with the cats going completely nuts and Binks trying to fight with everybody, they will run right across the top of you, nails and all, and you will get ripped to shreds. So they are in the cat room. By the way, the cat room is a cat room. It's totally their room. They've got all their areas to go. They have food, water, several litter boxes. Everything is in there specifically just for cats. So it's like all cat friendly. But Rigby has learned the doorknob. And I think it's hilarious because we don't have like doorknobs. We have like door handle things. So they come out and then the cat can grab on it and pull it down. Rigby has figured that out. Yeah, and that's the thing is you got to have a real stomach for it, Tiffany, because like I said, we would get so many people being so negative about posting anything to do with Sarah's things. But Sara had said, Mom, I want people to learn about this. Like I want to show people what happens, but I also want to teach them like there are things that are going on or things that you can learn from this. It was never about showing off a kid in distress. It was never about being in a position that was super negative. Anything that we ever posted was discussed first. And that's the thing is I watched somebody else talk about this the other night about people posting things about children in distress or during a distressful moment or whatnot. But they're also talking about children, like little children, little ones that can't and don't know the difference about what goes on the internet and how people perceive stuff. So like with my kids, they were teenagers, 13 and 15 when we first started uploading. And I remember talking with both my kids and saying, you have to be able to be okay with it. If you're not comfortable with it, we won't post it. If it's not something you're comfortable about, we won't film it. Most of the stuff we filmed and posted were always really fun moments, like really fun stuff. There are some moments in there that were like scary or sad or were like medical. I did take pretty much everything medical off now. Now that my kids are grown and whatnot, we've made a decision. Sara and I talked about it. And it was one of those things where everybody got so focused on Sara and Sarah's medical condition that people forgot we were an entire family, that this was a whole family of people just trying to live life and have a good time. And it got to a point where nobody was looking at us as a family. They were looking solely at Sara and Sarah's medical condition and Sara, the seizure girl. And that was where like we talked about it and we were both like, yeah, we're over it. All right, baby girl, go take a nap. I love you. I love you. And give squishy hugs from me. Give a good squishy squish. All right. And Squishy, you better be good to your mom. Let her take a nap. Squishy can't hear me yet, but we're gonna positive vibe it to Squishy. We're gonna send the vibes over to Squishy. Squishy, rest for a little bit so mommy can rest. Yeah, no. But yeah. So we did get a lot of flack and a lot of negativity. And I remember Sara would read the comments and she'd be like, what is wrong with people? Why do they say stupid stuff like that? But if Sara would jump in on her account to correct someone in the comment sections, then they would tell her to mind her business, little girl. Like, wait a second, you're over here making all this negative stuff towards me as their mother. But when the kid stands up and says, hey, yo, nah, that's not happening. Don't behave like that. My mom didn't make this decision. I did. Then they tell her to shut up and mind her business. It is her business you're talking about. You're on a video about her. Like if she wants to come at you at a hard angle because you are being rude, she gonna come at you at a hard angle. And in all honesty, I've taught my kids to always stand up for what they believe in themselves. And so Sara would come out swinging, man. I mean, like I'm talking aluminum bat, no wood. I mean, this girl she'd give it a go. And I'm like, that's because people just didn't get it. Like they wanted to act like jerks. But you know what? Like I grew up having to develop a super thick, strong skin. And so things like that just didn't bother me too much. What made me mad was when people would come after my kids about stuff. And I'm like, yo, no. We don't do that. Because Mama Bear gonna come out of the woodwork. You gonna keep pulling some stuff. So yeah, I love my babies. I love you, BB. I will. All right, you go take a nap. I'm going to wrap this up because we've been on here for forever. I'm going to wrap this up and I'm going to get a few things stocked up. I mean, Tatum did amazing. So everything in here is pretty much filled to the brim. So I'm going to stock the rest of it up and chill for the day, see how things go. But love you, BB girl. And I love you guys. You guys are amazing. And yeah, as soon as Sara and like, once Sara knows what's happening, sex-wise, she wants to do like a reveal of the sex of the baby with the name of the baby. So it's going to be like a combined announcement. So once she knows and she surprises me and we get that on camera, we do all that because I know she's going to film it. And we will put together something because I know she wants to make this super special. So yeah, you guys will know once Sara knows and has made her decision on how she wants to share it. So you guys are awesome and take it easy, you guys. Heck yeah, you bet, Tiffany. Rest and cuddle that baby girl. And we'll talk at you all later. Bye.